In front of me are two challenges: whether I want to continue the pregnancy and what do I want to do with the business. I decided, I want to have my own life, carve out my own path.
There's very few women in there. In this industry for 2 decades, dealing with metals,
Yes.
oil and gas, over 2 decades.
Run the business.
Cool, courageous baby from a courageous mom. What is that one attribute that made you decide, yes,
After pandemic, we just discovered life is too short. There's no time to waste.
wow,
We may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated.
wow.
I think that is the spirit of a human being.
Welcome to the Summit series of Voices of Courage Asia, where we celebrate the fearless leaders, changemakers, and visionaries shaping a better world. I'm your host, Has, and in this special series, we dive into powerful stories of resilience, leadership, and the bold actions that drive real impact. Today, we're joined by a leader in global trade and supply chain innovation. Teresa Chong is a seasoned expert in metals distribution with over 2 decades of experience in sourcing and trading high-quality steel across Asian markets. Now, as director of Murray Energy, she simplifies procurement for oil and gas industries, leveraging her deep market acumen and strategic insights. Passionate about digital transformation, she is also a certified blockchain consultant. It is my pleasure to welcome Teresa Chong to the podcast. Hi, Teresa. Thank you for joining us. How are you today?
I'm good. Thanks, Has. Thanks for having me. It's my pleasure to be in my first podcast.
Wow, that takes courage, right? And this is what it's all about, right? That takes a lot of courage. But before that, before we start, I just want to say something here. I know that you've been in this industry for 2 decades, dealing with metals,
Yes.
oil and gas, over 2 decades, right? And there's very few women in there. Am I right to say that?
You are
Very few-
right, especially in a higher post management position.
Amazing. And I'm
And-
so excited at how much we can learn from you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Fantastic. All right, great. So let's talk about your personal journey. And I'm sure the viewers want to learn more from leaders like yourself, right? So what does inspiring courage for transformative leadership mean to you personally?
For me, what it resonates with me is the ability to empower others to embrace the change, take bold steps, and make a meaningful difference. So one of my role models is my mom. She single-handedly raised 5 of us up when we were young.
Wow.
So to me, that pretty much whatever she does and the action that she takes shape my beliefs and who I am today.
Wow, I think you've just warmed my heart. I mean, coming from being a single mom myself, and I just have 1. So can you imagine 5? I celebrate your mom and I salute your mom, and thank you for sharing that. I'm sure a lot of viewers out there who can relate, can feel the energy that you bring, and thank you for sharing your mom's courage as well. Great. So let's talk a little bit more about, can you share a pivotal moment when courage transformed how you lead or approach leadership?
Oh, that has to go back to year 2023, 2 years ago. That was the pivotal moment in my life where I had to make a decision for myself whether what do I want to do with my life, right? The company that I've been working for, the boss decided to exit the business. And I was also pregnant at that time. I was 3 months pregnant, and it's my 3rd pregnancy.
Oh, wow.
So my 2 older kids, they are already old enough, one in secondary, one in primary school. So I was actually quite reluctant and quite resist to that pregnancy. And in front of me are 2 challenges: whether I want to continue the pregnancy and what do I want to do with the business. So I was given 2 options: whether I want to take the business over from the existing boss or just close down the business and find another job.
Oh,
So either one is a big steps for me, and I decided, yeah, I want to have my own life, carve out my own path. So eventually I make a decision that, yeah, I'm going to run the business after working for the company for 8 years.
Wow. So you were you were 3 months pregnant, you mentioned.
Yes.
Wow. And you decided, you made the decision. So now your baby is like 1 year plus already.
Yes.
Cool, courageous baby from a courageous mom. I mean, it's amazing. Great. So thank you for sharing that. And I think a lot of women out there can relate to that because they have to make certain decisions, right? So what is that one attribute that made you decide, yes, I'm just curious?
I think for me, after pandemic, we just discovered life is too short, right? And there's no time to waste.
Wow.
So if not now, when?
I like that. If not now, when? So that is that attribute, that attitude that you had within you. Well done. And because as a coach, I work with so many women or even male, female, it doesn't matter, young, old. It's that making that decision, right? And for you to just say, wow, if not now, when? I think that is really courageous. And thank you for sharing that. Thank you. Great. So now let's move on to impact and transformation. Okay,
Yep.
So can you highlight an example of transformative leadership that has inspired you recently?
I just get to know, I just get to listen Madam Rahayu story. Yeah. For me, she is really a woman that facing the resilience, although she has a disabled child, special needs kids,
Wow.
with Down syndrome. But she did not hide her story. She made a public announcement. Of course, there was struggle. There were decisions to be made. But she decided to do it not because for her own. It's because she know that many families out there need the support. So she has been an advocacy for many families, especially families who have special needs kids.
Wow.
So I think that is really something that inspired me. I just got to hear her story just quite recently.
Oh, that is so beautiful. What I'm hearing, what you say is really about, I think impact is really not just thinking about you, is beyond others.
Yes.
Beyond yourself, right? Thinking about others. So that is so powerful. So I
Yes.
want to go back to courage in leadership, right? So that is a story that has impacted you. So what about yourself? Can you share a story of when you had to make a courageous decision as a leader? I know that you had to decide whether you want to, continue taking over or just continue as or just find another job. Right, that was your two main decisions, right? So moving forward as a leader, what was a courageous decision that you have had to make?
I think in a B2B business, as a business leader, there are a lot of weight on a business. I wouldn't say female or male, but as a business leader or as any business person, there are so many decisions. Like especially in SMEs, we are carrying so many roles. We have HR, IT, business sales, business development, and cash flow. All this, and I think able to acknowledge that there are a lot of things for us to learn, that some are the areas that we are not good enough. Having that awareness, I think this is the first step towards embracing that courage, because we are not hiding, we are just acknowledging where we are. Like my business at the start, I was still breastfeeding, and I decided to work from home because that makes it easier.
Yes.
But yeah, I never thought of what if my customer asked me, hey, where is your office? That kind of thing. But second year, then I decided, okay, I want to have my own space, own office. Then, yeah. So I'm not shy at all to tell my customer. I still remember I went to Malaysia to visit my customer, and I just frankly tell my customer, who happened to be also a woman, that, I have, I'm after that visit, I'm on the way to airport. So I brought along, the breast milk with me.
Go courage.
Yeah, I asked for storage, temporary storage at their fridge in their office.
Wow, I love that. I like you mentioned that, that nothing to hide, right? Just be authentic, just be yourself. And if you need to say what you need, just say it. Now that is really true courage and really bringing out your authenticity. And I love that it's through the inspiration of Madame Rahayu. You mentioned that you brought that into your life and your work as well. And I'm sure that people who are listening to you will pick that energy of courage from you and perhaps transform their lives as well.
And Has, I always believe that our overcoming stories is always a blessing for others.
Absolutely. Same here. And I'm just so happy that we're having this conversation. All right. So we're moving on again. Can you highlight an example of transformative leadership that has inspired you? That there's Madam Rahayu, and is there any more that you feel that has shaped your journey as well?
Not in particular, but I like quotes. And Maya Angelou, she said something that we may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated.
Wow.
I think that is a spirit of a human being, not saying that just only woman, but as a human being, that spirit that we are always bigger than any circumstances that are coming our way.
Beautiful. My heart is just like, when you hear all these inspiring words that lifts the human spirit, it's just so powerful. So thank you for bringing that, because every word can create an impact to people, right? And what is your advice for leaders striving to make an impact while staying true to their values?
I think able to know what we value for, what is our values, having clarity on our values, and stay grounded. Stay firm on our values. I mean, in today's world, we use the word VUCA, right? Volatile, a lot of changes, the politics, in the society, the environment, all this. So what we truly appreciate and value at, I think having that clarity is important and able to stay grounded on that.
Wow, that is really beautiful. And I don't know about you, but I'm enjoying this conversation with you because in this short conversation, we've learned so much from you. You've given us a very impactful quote, as well as you have also highlighted people whom you may not know. You just heard of her and she inspired you. And I trust that the viewers will be inspired from you as well and with you.
Thank you, Has.
Thank you so much for being here.
Such a great show.
Okay, thank you so much, Teresa. What an honor. And I just love the conversation today. So now we are delighted to announce our partnership with PSB Academy, where we collaborate closely, enabling students to learn from esteemed guests like yourself. So I have with me a student representative who will be engaging in a conversation with you. So welcome to the show, Rosie.
Hello.
Hi, Rosie. And please share what motivated you to enroll in the PSB Academy.
Hello, I'm Huang Ruxi. We are PSB students. Now we are majoring in communication.
Okay, fantastic. So I have a question for you. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Okay, tell us in one word, how has your journey with PSB Academy been so far? One word.
One word.
Excellent. Oh, excellent. Well done. And I agree with you. I think you guys are doing such a wonderful job.
Yeah.
So thank you. And I believe that you do have some questions for our esteemed guest today.
Yeah.
Very good. Over to you.
Okay, the first question is, how did you enter this industry? Did you plan it before?
Thank you, Rosie, for the questions. No, definitely I didn't plan it. If I could plan it, I wouldn't end up in this industry. I still remember after my high schools, I wanted to study graphic design. Actually, I got enrolled into the university that I want for graphic design, but my mom said no. So I came to Singapore and studied in National University of Singapore. And because I'm a science student, so naturally I went into the science path. I chose applied chemistry as my major. After graduation, I told myself, I do not want to work in the laboratory as a QC, neither do I want to be a teacher. So I would just apply any job that, accept me. So the first job accept me is because I can speak 3 languages, Bahasa Malaysia, English and Chinese. That is a sales role for a steel trading company.
Okay, thank you. And I also want to ask, what do you think are the most important traits in this industry?
I don't have a specific answer for you, but what I have been asking myself a lot is, how can I contribute to this industry? Instead of feeling like I'm a misfit, I do not belong here, I ask myself, how can I contribute? And I saw that it's quite a traditional industry, and there are a lot of opportunity to digitalize, to improve the supply chain. That's why in 2022 I decided to study blockchain and see how I can make use of the knowledge to contribute to that industry.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rosie. So, once again, thank you so much, Teresa. And for the viewers out there, if you found inspiration in today's episode, I encourage you to take action. Whether it is stepping out of your comfort zone, very much like what Teresa did today, embracing new opportunities, or supporting a cause that drives positive change. So please stay connected with us by subscribing, sharing, or leaving a review. And if you would like to connect with Teresa, check out the links in the episode description. Now, this has been another powerful episode of the Summit series on Voice